What's going on, people? So this article is about Xbox and how Xbox is thinking about combining Game Pass and their Gold subscription together. And the price I read in it said $15, which is still $5 cheaper than the PS Now subscription from month to month, which is $20. So with Xbox, you're actually getting Gold and Game Pass at one time. And that's brilliant. The reason it's brilliant is because I thought on a PlayStation level here, I've had a problem with PlayStation View, I've had a problem with PlayStation's PS Now, and I have a problem with the fact that these two fucking things are separated. I have a problem with the fact PlayStation Plus is separated as well. Why would I have a problem with that? Well, because first of all, you have to understand one thing. All this shit is digital. None of this shit requires anything special from you other than a fucking internet connection. Okay? PlayStation View is cable streaming. It isn't even cable. They don't come in and attach anything. Nobody from Sony goes into anyone's home. This is completely digital, family. Okay? You're paying to stream cable, which you can do on Hulu. Okay? I know people like to talk about how it's competitive. No, it's not competitive in the way that it should be. PlayStation View should be targeted against Hulu because it's digital. It's not for Comcast. It's not for Xfinity. And if PlayStation, those are who you're aimed at, that's why you're not making any fucking money right now. Because if the cable goes out with Comcast or with Xfinity, it's probably because it's raining hard out and their signal got busted. But even if it's raining hard out, you can still watch cable because your Wi-Fi will go out first. That's because it's all digital. It's all done through transmissions and shit. And there's not a hard connection except a little box in your house. And not that many people use a actual connection to it anymore. A lot of people do wireless. So when you think about that, okay, at PlayStation, it's all about streaming. 3 different programs, 3 different subscriptions. PlayStation Now, which is PS Now. You have PS View, which is PlayStation View, which is the cable service. And then you have PlayStation Plus, which is the subscription you must have in order to play online. PlayStation, if you combined all these, yes, you would have to have 3 separate tiers on top of 3 separate prices because you'd have the month in, the 3-month, and then the year. But you'd have to have 3 separate prices because there's 3 different tiers to your cable subscription. And depending on which tier people wanted would determine the overall price. For instance, for 1 month, I think $20 for basic view, a PS Now subscription, and a PlayStation Plus subscription to play online is more than reasonable. You're not offering anything substantial. You're not having your customers spend a fuck ton of money. Because we all know your security is for shit. We know this. So $20 is a little bit easier to swallow for 3 services versus just the 1. Okay? If you want to go into the mid-range packet, I think $25 a month would be fair. And if you want the high tier, obviously $30 is the price. That's how I'm setting it. I'm not saying that's how I'm setting it. That's how I'm looking at it. Because again, PlayStation, you have 3 different packages for each one of these. So you have 3 different tiers, 1, 2, and 3. You have month, 3-month, year, basic, middle range, and then high range. You see what I'm saying? And you have to also include those in each one. You have a base one, then you have a mid-range one, then you have a high one, then you have a base one, a mid-range, and a high, and a base, and a mid-range, and a high. So there's 9 different price ranges here. So for, like I said, for the first tier, that's the cheapest one, you're looking at $30 tops a month. That again is for the $30 is for the premium package when it comes to the cable. Of course, you get the PlayStation Now subscription for all those games to be streamed, and you can play online. $30. I don't think that's bad. $25 would be the middle of the road, and of course the $20 is the basic. For 3 months, you flip it by 3. It's as simple as that because their plans now are basically you pay 3 months up front, and that's 3 months of whatever subscription. And then the year, when you get to the year, it's a little trickier because, again, you're taking into consideration the view, which is they're streaming for cable. If you take that into consideration, if you take in the high end, I'm going to say at best 175. 175 for the high tier. That's, again, high tier cable. That's all cable. That's all that streaming cable. That's everything, including the HBOs and all the movie networks for that. Then you get the PS Now and you get the PlayStation Plus. All that is for 1 year. That's for 364, 365 days a year. Okay? You have the mid-range, which I think 150 would be good. I think 150 would be really good. I think you're actually coming out almost even there. And then, of course, 125 for the basic. I think that's more than fair because you're charging people for backwards compatibility, and that's criminal. The fact that you're charging people, again, to play games that they already have. So, looking at it from that aspect, the one to suffer the most would be the PS Now, because you're still paying $60 for the PS Plus membership and upwards of $60 for the basic cable one for the year. So you basically, if you go with the cheapest tier, PS Now makes no money, which technically it shouldn't anyway. The mid-range, you would make a little bit of money from the PS Now, and then high tier, yes, you would make more money, but it's not going to be as much as you think, because majority of it is eaten up by the premium from cable and then the PlayStation Plus subscription itself. So that's what I think you should do. I think that is something PlayStation you should look into. Xbox, I'm glad that you're thinking about combining the two, because if you combine the two and decide to add in cable for some reason and make it a 3-pack deal, I don't think PlayStation is going to be able to avoid that. I just hope they can get it in their head right now to go ahead and do that. Because PlayStation Now shouldn't even be a service. PlayStation Now is the most useless fucking subscription PlayStation has, and I will admit that is true. How in the hell do you get away with charging people to play games that they should have already been able to play? I don't know one person who thinks paying for PS Now is a smart thing. Sure, you went in and added more recent games to the service because people were calling you out on making people pay to play games they already paid for. But it's not like your service right now is so great up to date. It's not. Okay? So, I'm proposing fix it with these prices. I'm proposing getting your subscriber count higher, and the best way to do it. I know it doesn't sound attractive because you're not going to be getting paid from PS Now, but technically you should have never been getting paid from PS Now any fucking way. That's the biggest scam of the PS4. We're going to charge you by month because you want to play PS fucking 3 games. What's wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here.